EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Pick up there, 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And the pressure gets to him again. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Philly. All the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest. Escaping the pressure right. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Eluding the pressure right. Hoisting, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting. And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Ended up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. And taken down just shy of the 40. So we reach halftime. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Buying time to his left. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 3rd. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game.
from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to... Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That is incomplete. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in Week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
Yeah, no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call, but hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. On the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taking advantage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. So if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already, closing in on the all-time record in the first half. Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes, and we got a few for 2023. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run, 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone, and his pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Kenneth Gainwell A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the sack. Flushed out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll roll him out right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first to his running back. It's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fends him off. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a throw here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 3. That's to his running back, Gainwell. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.